Hello everyone. So I'm thinking with this video to show my pre-analysis for the next week. So next week, if we look at the calendar, we see that on Wednesday at 2 p.m. we have the FOMC, and then we see that Thursday it's a bank holiday. We can check that on this website, so we can see Thursday the bank holiday, and that means that Friday's not likely to do much. So I'm not really looking for trades either on Thursday or Friday. And because of FOMC, I think that the main trading day is going to be after 2 p.m. So we wait for the news to hit, and then around 2:30, we can anticipate a setup that is opposite to the first leg that happens between 2 to 2:30. And then on Monday and Tuesday, especially Tuesday, I'm going to be more nimble because it's ahead the FOMC. And also Monday, I don't expect like a really good setup, but I'll probably still trade with less expectation on Monday, Tuesday, and then look for the main setup on Wednesday and not really look for trades afterwards. And let's see how the analysis looks like. So if we look at the seasonal tendency, if we take the third week of June, which is this one, we see that both the 15 and the 30 years show that there is a likely move down. And that also fits with the higher time frame. So if we see, this is the previous week, so I added the quadrant levels. And if I look on the daily afterwards, we can also see we have an order block here. Forgot to mention that in my chart. So weekly order block 19th of May. So I could actually, this might be like a bit of a sort of a bigger distance objective, but we see some objectives here with this relative equal lows. So we notice that we closed below the daily CB from 24th of February, and this shows that we're likely to go down, and some objectives downs are these relative equal lows from 6th and 13th of June, and then we have also an order block over here and over here. So it might, this would be like a safe setup, I think. But it could also go lower into these order blocks and even to the weekly order block. If we look on the 4-hour, we can see these relative equal lows more clear. And notice how this is the 25 quadrant from the daily. I put the daily over here. I want to have my charts kind of clean, so I just have these quadrants over here. And this will be the 50. So notice how 4-hour at 50% of the CB from 24, like it opens here, it goes down. And then we're going down after also we had the monthly. This was the monthly high, and this is the monthly week consequent encroachment. So if we take the monthly over here, these would be the levels. So it shows resistance over here, and then we have CB breaking below May's high. And here we're at the 75 of the daily, 25 of the daily, and we found some support here. So looking for this liquidity void, see how it behaves. I would like to see price come here and then reject lower. And then I would like to see go into the 4-hour tail and melt down to take this relative equal lows. And it can come all the way to this consequent encroachment of the 4-hour. And here we have the daily order block. And here the weekly order block, and here is the 75% of the weekly. So all these levels are around the 75%. Sorry, not weekly, monthly, previous month. If we look on the 1-hour, here we see in this area the 1-hour CB, and notice how price went like into the daily CB and break lower. So this was the 0.5 of the previous week range, and then it's around 25% of previous week. So I would like to see price come up to here, preferably. I would not like to see the swing high taken. It can take it and maybe make like an SMT or a second stage distribution, but preferably, and still go lower afterwards, but preferably it would not take this one. Preferably this price will stop. So like 3PD arrays will be this 1 hour CV, this 4 hour, and then maybe go here. We also have a inversion fair value gap, as you can see here. So yeah, I would like price to respect that. And then maybe make it a little bit more. Yeah. So here is quite some confluence. So yeah, so after price respects this area, I'm looking for a run into here, and then we have this consequent encroachment of the 1 hour, which I would like to see some move towards. So this would be like another objective that I have, but this would still be quite enough for a trade. And then if we look on the 15 minutes, we notice how the 4 hour liquidity void, so we can see this area 721, 735 around, is matching this liquidity void. So here we have the 15 minutes. And this is also matching the 75 of the new week opening gap. A little bit above it, but in this area. And here we also have a bearish breaker. So my price not even reach here, stop around the bearish breaker, maybe up to here, or even mean threshold. It could actually just come lower from here. So, but I allow for a move a bit higher. So notice how here it actually respects around the mean threshold of this area. If we put it just on the bodies here, we can see just a little more above it. So looking for a move lower here. And then we can also see how the low of the new week opening gap. So this is from February, so second, also is meeting these relative equal lows. And if we look on the 15 minutes, here is 2 15 minutes fair value gap in the PM session, and this will be like the consequent encroachment of the PM session. So any place in this area, price can retrace a bit higher, but I would like to see around the mean threshold or even up to here, and then come lower. So yeah, so this is my bias for next week. Hope you enjoy that and wish you a happy trading next week.